country, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the third-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Pirates will kick this deep to start us off. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Miami's offense comes on the field first today. And here comes the tight end who's having such a great season. Kirk, you talk to opponents, and they always use the same phrase, matchup nightmare, this guy.
Well, what stands out to me with this guy is it's not very often, you're right, the defensive coordinators are most concerned about a tight end. But in this case, that is exactly what we're dealing with. This guy can hurt you in so many different ways.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Bringing pressure. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. In their first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the wrong direction, getting a little closer to their own goal line.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes the grab. It's Morrison. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. Drive stays alive with that first down completion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive. Getting that ball downfield. Stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Quarterback and the offensive line, they were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And there's the handoff. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away and it set up a touchdown drop. And they bounced back from that right away. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rifles this football to the left. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. Oh, my gosh. Just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami and the wide receiver position. You could say not.
Caught near the goal line. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? The back's got it. Eludes a tackle. And the game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. The defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts. If the offense comes back with a counter play, if you're not sound with your...
They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. And the pressure gets to him again.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Let's it fly to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
First down. They're going to throw the football. But quickly. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You get a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
They'll try and run it with the fullback. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Pirates.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's complete downfield. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. He's past the marker, still on his feet. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Coming up, second down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. East Carolina's offense heads back out off the field now. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback. But, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense loved to play the RPO game. And here early, they pick up some big yards.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. There's a wide open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Second down play coming up. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. The Pirates' offense is on the move now. And looking to throw now on first down. Couldn't find anybody open. He just has to throw it away. This is the 6th play on the drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The short completion of the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. That completion sets up an important third down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Drop for a loss after the catch on third down. Sets up a fourth down now. The Pirates will have to kick it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. Oh, it landed at the 8-yard line, but a lucky bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Passing game was so effective in the last position, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. Went backwards on first down, so it's second and long here from the 10. Send the back in motion. They look to throw it here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Extending the play now. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? They cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. The Hurricanes will have first and 10 here. Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the first quarter. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. Got a wide open man. Look out, still running. Tackle is finally made, but it's down at the 28-yard line.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. There's a shot toward the end zone. But he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up a third down play.
That's an athletic play by the defensive back, playing tight coverage, seeing the ball, and not giving the receiver a chance to get their hands on it.
On third down, he drops to throw, looking for the wideout. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Game moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. PAT puts him in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
East Carolina, 14.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short in the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, East Carolina.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early. Allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking to throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Morrison. Oh, and the football comes out. Recovered by the offense and good for first down yardage.
The offensive staff just took it.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive sets them up near midfield in 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And he's got it. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. The Hurricanes will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. Finds an open target on the left side.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown for the U. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. East Carolina's offense heads back out on the field now. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Pirates. Made the defense look slow that time. So we're all tied up after that one, Kirk. A potential shootout on our hands here.
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
And the point after is right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. First down here, time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Down goes the quarterback, gets a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Defense is coming after him. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw.
The ball is picked off. It's a short return. They make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He makes the grab. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's on the run. Launches deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarter.
is good.
Must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
35. Miami, 28.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. We'll change the pre-snap look now. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start.
False start. Offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That's a bullet pass to the left side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Miami. This offense really clicking. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And there's the point after. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. So a little under 30 seconds to go in the half. We'll see how they play this here in 1st and 10. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he drops back in the gun. It's complete. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The pass rush closing in. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The completion makes it second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Can't find anybody on third down, throws it away, and now fourth down coming up. The Pirates will have to kick this away. This one will be fair caught. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. They've got him behind the line. The defense with a sack in the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in South Florida than you? A captivating start to this one. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
the Canes will kick this away to get the second half going. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. East Carolina's offense heads back out on the field now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at airing this one out toward the sideline. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Pirates will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Fires it to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And looking for a big play here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. First down, looking to throw the football. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Second down after the incompletion.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch. Can he get in?
Hold it.
That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. crucial third down play right here. Looking to throw yet again. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
He's hit just before the throw. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, the quarterback gets trailed on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. The Pirates will line up to punt it away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. Punt lands at the 6th, but heads into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback making some changes at the line. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking for his back. Makes the catch. It's Morrison. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. First down and 10. And he'll set up to throw. He's running out of time here. And he pulls in the catch. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line.
Boy, nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play. For
the freshman's able to get home with a sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards in the completion, but now it's 4th down. They've already gone for it 4 times and converted twice. Here comes a 5th. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Hurricanes. They will claim the second-half lead. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. This group was coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. The Pirates will line up to punt it away. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. This should be the last play of the quarter. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Pressure is coming. Defense stops him short of the 1st down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. And notice how the balance of this passing game's been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Tries to get it to the running back. Makes the catch downfield. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. He'll take a deep shot here. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
It's caught downfield. Broke out of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. The Canes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. A quick throw out left, complete.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
The defense now backed up in their own red zone. Looking to throw it again. Snags a quick throw. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are.
Running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here. In
a second, there's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
East Carolina, 35.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. East Carolina's offense heads back out on the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he
Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but the pick to set up the offense at the 35.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll test the right side here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Obvious false start there, moving too early.
False start, offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
The Hurricanes lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to...
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
This is a big 3rd down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. He's got it near the end zone. He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, no surprise there. They gave it to him one more time. The defense is able to come up with a stop. Listen, this guy's already got 3 touchdowns on the game, and he looks hungry for number 4. Give it to him again.
2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown for the U. And they get set now to try the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Running out of time in the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The Pirates will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab, and he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. There's contact on the throw, and it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back, and I think one thing about this is you wonder where you...
And it's caught. Touchdown, East Carolina.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. The Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looking to make a big play downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Miami.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. East Carolina's offense heads back out on the field now. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Tackle made after a big gain. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And he spikes it to stop the clock.
It's now 2nd down.
Here's the 2nd down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
The Pirates will bring their punt team on the field now. On to kick it away, helping his team with field position. No fair catch. He fields the punt. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock expires. That will wrap up this game. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.